Hello and welcome all my Ninjazilla warriors and newcomers to this channel. I am Roy at Ninjazilla90, and today I will be reviewing the old school branded Nintendo GameCube controller that you can get right now from Amazon.com, and I believe these also might be available on Stone Age Gamer, so I'm going to check and see if they are available on Stone Age Gamer, and if I can get the link, I will put that in the description. But anyway, yeah, now let's get into my final results and tell you guys what I think about this controller after I have tested it out and put it through the paces. So let's get started. Taking a look at the old school branded GameCube controller here. Technically, my thoughts on this controller after using it is it's kind of a mixed bag. It's not the best GameCube controller you can get, but it's certainly not the worst. Now, it does look very reminiscent to an original Nintendo branded GameCube controller, but it obviously isn't. I do have one of my original black GameCube controllers right here to compare to, and of course, you know, this one's been through some heavy use. This one, not quite, just got it, still breaking it in, getting a good feel for it. I did use this on my GameCube compatible Wii, and I've also tested it out on Dolphin emulator. It works pretty well, but my only pet peeve with this controller, my only dislike, I would say, the D-pad does feel a little bit mushy when it comes to playing fighting games, and it's not the most functional when it comes to doing special moves, like your down forward punch, or whatever direction you're going, or down forward whatever other button you're pressing, especially like if you're playing like Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance or Mortal Kombat Deception and you're trying to do Sub-Zero's freeze move. You are going to have a hard time with this controller, because I have put it through the paces with that, and yeah, it's an okay controller, but it's not, like I said, it's not the best. Everything else is good, but I think the D-pad could be better. So that's one downside I would say with this controller. But as far as the original GameCube controller, I have no problem at all whatsoever with the D-pad. It is 100% fully functional when I play fighting games with it. Works fine. Now, of course, this is my main go-to GameCube controller for, you know, that I use most heavily for long gaming sessions when I'm playing GameCube games, or just like Wii games that use GameCube controllers. But as far as being my main go-to GameCube controller, or your main go-to GameCube controller, the old school branded GameCube controller, most likely not. But is it still a good controller? Yes, it definitely still is a good controller. But what I'm saying is why it wouldn't be your main go-to GameCube controller is mainly because, the D-pad is just not the best. But it's still doable. It's still functional, but it's not the most, it's not the most accurate when it comes to fighting games. But for everything else, this controller is good. For games like you're going to be mostly using the thumbstick and the face buttons, it functions really well. Force feedback is good with this controller, which means rumble. For those of you who are unfamiliar with that, we call force feedback rumble or haptic feedback. But yeah, because of the old rumble packs in the N64, or for the N64 controllers, remember those? Yeah, that's why we call vibration in controllers rumble, especially all us 90s kids. But anyway, shoulder buttons are really good, so we do have good L and R buttons there, and we do have a very good clicky Z button. X and Y is fully functional, and we do have good functional A and B as well as start. And of course, both the main left thumbstick and the C stick are also really good and functional as well. My only gripe with this controller, like I've said a bunch of times, is definitely the D-pad. I think Old School could do a better job with their D-pads on their GameCube controllers, because this is a much better D-pad than what we currently have on this controller. Even this non-branded translucent GameCube controller I have right here has a better D-pad. I might actually review this one in another video, so give you guys my thoughts on this one. But anyway, if I have to give this GameCube, this Old School branded GameCube controller right here a final score based on both the field and the functionality, and even ergonomics, field, and functionality, I have to give it at least a 5 out of 10. Yeah, because I'm being a little bit more stricter on scores on controllers than what I am on action figures, because action figures, they only have to look cool, and and articulate and hold together, while controllers hold a much more functional purpose. So that's why I'm being a little bit more stricter on gaming controllers. Reason why, like I said, 5 out of 10. Good controller. Now, it's highly recommended if you're mostly going to be playing games that utilize the thumbstick over the D-pad. But other than that, if you mainly want to use this controller like for Smash Bros and stuff like that, it's good for that. But as far as like fighting games where you're going to be mainly using like your D-pad, this is not going to be your go-to controller. But can it be good for a while if you're playing fighting games with it? Of course, but you're just going to have a hard time pulling off special moves. So I'm just letting you know. But yeah, 5 out of 10. I think it's an okay controller. It's a good controller, but it's not the best controller. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. So that pretty much concludes it for this review on this controller. As always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your time. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And to wrap it all up, stay safe, take care, God bless, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Stay positive, stay powered up, and peace out.